I know, like, I feel like marriage Hubamba Mafala. Like, no, and no, it's not like that. It's just Divo.
Ronoh said ndo inabamba Mafala na sini ukweli. Uko juu ya nini? Juu ya misheveve na ugali. Huwezi jilisha mwanamke mkubwa kama wewe. Unataka mwanaume akulishe. Hujawahi ona ka fridge ukakimbilia huko? TV ya 85 inch dada huwezi jinunulia. Uliona kwa mwanaume ndio maana umekatalia huko. Kama wewe ni mwanamke bomba, mbona usijinunulie hizo vitu? Mbona ona venye unakaa vibaya kama clown kwa nyumba za wenyewe. Toka huko unabeba ufala. Kasichana kakubwa kaizi kajinunulia ugali ya ndovu. Na si ni ukweli? Mnaendanga kwa ndoa juu ya mwezi kujilisha ugali? Si ni ukweli? Kujeni mnichape. Juu mtu anachito niyo anakuchapa makofi kila siku. Ni nini umekatalia huko? Hati juu ya nini? Juu huna chakula na una mahali pa kulala.
Nimekama across video ya Ronoh akisema ati marriage Hubamba Mafala. Let me tell you, I'm always a Ronoh fan, but in this case I am not. I love her, guys. I love her. Na hata nikwambia, hata nikimchukia kwani mtadu. I'm here to tell her one thing or a couple of things. Number one, you cannot talk about something that you've never experienced. Wewe unaongelelea marriage, have you ever been married? No. So why? Number two, mbona utuite Mafala? Mbona utuite Mafala laki? Uleza sema ati Rashid Abdalla na Lulu Hassan ni Mafala. Yeah? Uleza sema such beautiful couples. Na pia leo ametraddress akasema ati you cannot be talking about this if kama ikomi. Wewe, because you are addressing it, why are you talking about it? Why are you talking about it, girl? Kama haikumi. You know, you cannot expect people to keep quiet and you're bado unaongea.
Just imagine someone who's never lived a life of luxury telling you money isn't everything. Wewe hujaiona mita kwa account, alafu unaniambia money isn't everything. You've never had the experience of walking into a room, kila mtu, and then everyone in that room is like, hey boss, chama, hey kiongozi, and then you're telling me money is not everything. Equally, you've never had a successful relationship, and then you're telling me marriage Hubamba Mafala. Hakuna relationship tushaiona hapa online yako yenye ni successful, hata ya mabeshte. Mara mabeshte wamekupiga sijui huku left right and center. Drama nyingi friendships zenyewe zako, they're not successful, and then you're telling me marriage Hubamba Mafala. Let me tell you why she thinks marriage Hubamba Mafala. Because in her head, she's a very smart woman. By the way, she's a very smart woman. Very smart woman. But she's failed. Even in the basic of relationships, friendships, she's failed. Relationships, nothing. So to her, to be successful in those sort of relationships, lazima kuwe fala. Because mimi na akili yangu yote, mbona sija maneuver? Mbona sina any successful relationship? Mimi na akili yangu yote. So that means for you to have a successful marriage, lazima kuwe fala. Lazima kuwe fala. Wewe unatamita kwa account hapa alafu unaanza kuniambia hata money isn't everything. Wewe kwenda huko.
Good morning. Ronoh said that marriage Hubamba Mafala. Na wamama na wababa wako huko nje wanapapatika kama samaki nje ya maji. Why? Because they do not want to accept that goodness. Maybe I got married for someone else's gain and not my gain. And the people who are most perturbed are the women who are married, who want to make it look like marriage was the best decision for them. Not that we're faulting you. And men who think and feel like they are threatened because when many women start coming out and saying, you know what, marriage is not for me, I do not want marriage, then we are systemically stepping aside from structures that have been strategically put in place to tie us down. Now, this is gonna be a long post because I want to break down the marriage institution for you. The last time I did this, I was dragged to the ends of the world because apparently a married man is paying for my bills. I think that is one of the signs that, marriage may not be the best thing, because why is your man paying for my bills? But it was a hypothetical, I mean. So, without much further ado, let us get into the meat of the matter. Please take out your pen. If you're planning on getting married, I'm not saying that you should not get married. I'm saying that you write this down, put that notebook under your bed, so that when the things in marriage starts happening, don't ask yourself, oh, nobody told me marriage is like this. No, you will remember kuna kasichana kadogo kenye mdomo mkubwa, kanaitwa Cindy, kalisema haya maneno, okay? Okay. First things first. Tulishaongelea how marriage and nuclear families came to be, right? Right. Now, I need us to talk about something else. I need us to talk about why it is that men get married. Because you have seen that men will look for the meekest, most agreeable, most domesticatable woman. Amwoe na ampe watoto. And then this man will go out there and live his best life, cheating on this woman, and only pretending to change his ways when this woman looks like she's had enough and she's about to leave. Right? You all don't know what these men are doing. For most men, their soulmates are fellow men. Okay? But they have realized one thing. Men are not nurturers. It is true. Biology says it. Men are not nurturers. It is women that are nurturers. So, wives and kids are an insurance policy. That's why he's not good to you right now. They are an insurance policy that he will go on and live his best life. And when he is older, and he doesn't have the company of fellow men, because fellow men cannot nurture him the way he needs to be nurtured when he is older, he will go back to the people who he claims are his flesh and blood. And you, as the woman who has been chosen first to be agreeable, to be very domesticatable, meaning you're unproblematic and you're very forgiving, you will be with open arms, waiting to be the private caregiver for his last days. That is one of the reasons why these men are marrying. They are not marrying because they love you. They are marrying because they see, this woman will serve me. When I make my videos on here telling women and girls that marriage is not the end all be all, and you can actually have a life outside of pleasing a man, there is a man who always comes onto my comments to say that I am a lazy woman if I don't want to get married, and it is only lazy women that don't want to get married. The subtext is as loud as the biggest headline today. Because right there you can see the entitlement to domestic labor, to emotional labor that is free. Yani ukiamka asubuhi uende kazini, you work your ass off mpaka jioni. Ukirudi, mwanaume yeye akitoka kazini ni time yake.
The reason why marriages have become a joke, the reason why watu wanasema huko kwa kina ndoa, the reason why wengine wanasema ndoa ni za mafala, the reason why marriage has become an ultimate joke, okay, is because people are now well informed. People are just discussing about, hey, huko kwa ndoa ni kubaya, ni kubaya. Let me tell you, then it all comes down to one thing: information. Ebu skiza, back in the 50s, back in the 40s, back in the 30s, marriages used to last. And by lasting, it doesn't mean the marriage was working. Okay? Marriages were not working. They were just lasting. Because most women were oppressed. Most women did not ask questions. And as a wife, you were expected to be silent. Now, most women in this generation, they have become outspoken. They have started noticing, we are being oppressed. They've started noticing, men expect us not to ask questions. They've started noticing that men expect a slave. They create slavery. They have taken marriage. But guys, I will tell you, I would caution you as Kenyans, do not, if you are a follower of Jesus Christ, and I'm going to repeat this, if you are a follower of Jesus, do not do not come here telling us that marriage is a scam. Okay? The marriage that God intended is not what's happening now. Hizi si marriages, hizi si ndoa, ni brothels. Huku kumekuwa brothel, kumekuwa slave camps. Marriages is about brothels and slave camps. Watu wamerudi slavery, slave trade. Hivyo ndio kunaenda. So a man will go out here, he will have fun with all the chiles who are well informed, okay? The ones who can't, hawezi kubali kukaliwa. Atenda have fun now mpaka afikishe 35. Then aseme 35, nimezeeka. I'm old. wacha sasa nitafute bibi, let me settle, let me look for a woman. So he looks for what? A settler, mtu mwenye tu wa kusettle. He comes, he picks a woman. Many men rarely follow, and I'm saying many, not all. Please, watu wakisikia naongea kitu macho kufikiria nasema all, nasemanga many men sit down and they choose with logic. Huyu anavaaje? Amejifunika, anavaa kama mkurino. Angalia vile amefanya. Aha, kumbe hivi ndo anafanya. Amenyamaza ama ni mtu wa unajua, this is what they do. Wanasemanga watu wa midomo kubwa. Akona mdomo kubwa, ametoka which place, such things is what they look for. And then they marry you. And then when you get married, the only reason that your marriage is working is because you are silent. You are not using information to your benefit. You're not researching. You're not well informed. Unanyamaza tu. Unaona mwanaume anakuja nyumbani saa 10 asubuhi, hata saa 10 ni mapema. Saa 10 ilikuwa kitambo. Siku hizi hata anakujanga after 1 week. Na hata asiongeleshwe, anaingia tu kwa bafu, anaoga na anatoka na utamuona tena. Si amelipa power, si amelipa maji. They've paid everything. So what is it? Why are you asking questions? What right do you have to ask questions? Unaona vile nimekondoa macho? Ndio anakondoleanga watu macho. What right does she have to ask questions? I've paid all the bills. Sasa sikiza. Na nitakwambia tu leo. The main reason why marriages are not working is because women have become outspoken. Women have gathered information. Women have decided enough is enough. We are not going to sit and take all this any longer. So people are opting to stay single. There is even by then niko na marafiki wengi ni kama Mungu alinisurround na hawa watu ndio nikujange kuwapatia udaku. Ama mnaonaje? There's a friend of mine who decided she's not going to get married. So what she did, she went, she told this guy that, listen, I just want a kid, just get me pregnant and go away. And by the way, the guy obliged. He came, he made her pregnant, and wakasema, okay, I'm pregnant now, kwa heri ya kuonana, niondoke, bye. Na ikaisha hivyo. Now the woman is clearly raising her kid alone. Listen, the things that you guys are saying, ndoa ni takataka, marriage is a scam, nini, you're actually just insulting God's institution. What's happening here is not marriages. Nimekwambia ni slave trade. Hebu turudie. Ni slave trade na brothel. Na wale wamefika stage ya brothel ni wenye hata wanaletewa saichi kwa nyumba. Unaletewa mpaka kwa nyumba, unaambiwa ondoke kwa kitanda usonge. Okay? So I would say this, I commend women. This one I'll commend women. We have come from far. We are strong individuals. People have suffered. Our parents, we saw them suffering. Wanavumilia, wakijiambia mvumilivu, hukula mbivu. Na hakuna kitu ya maana walikula kusikizo ndoa. Anyway, the more women become more outspoken, the more information we start sharing, the more people start speaking, the more women start saying this is oppression. Call it what it is. Wacha kusema ni submission. It is oppression. The moment you start calling it as it is, what is really happening, and we start bringing these things to light, you will see that the marriages that were actually marriages will be restored. Hizi zingine si marriages. Hiyo si ndoa. Hizo ni vitu zingine za takataka. So listen, I commend us women. We've come from far. Let us continue being outspoken. Watu wajue that watu wengi wanatumia ndoa kama slave trade na brothel industry.
I have a question. If you guys truly believe to your core that marriage is secure and worth it and stable and all these things, why are you triggered? And you know what's crazy is you've been so defensive, so offended, and I don't even matter.